Hey guys, what's up? Episode 2 of Season 1 of the Roma We're going to kick it off with a signing here of Luka Modric. We're going to bring him in for just £22 million from Roma Madrid. Obviously, his contract has been extended in real life in FIFA. It is still expiring, so we're going to bring him in for one season, see what he can do in our midfield. Also be a creative midfield alongside the likes of Cristante, Pellegrini, Dybala, and everyone midfield we do have. So we're going to make this sign. If you're going to enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like in the video. Subscribe to the channel and turn notifications. We've got a lot to get through in this episode. We're probably going to get to January and stop just before January in this episode. Let's get into the signing, make Luka Modric a Roma player, and see what he can do in our midfield in this episode. Okay, so before we get into this game up against Lazio, as you can see, we're simply game against Sassuolo and a game against Roma. He's picked up 2 draws back-to-back with a second team, and our first team is going to go into action again in this one up against Lazio. As we know, Luka Modric is going to make his debut in this one in our midfield role. The only issue is obviously that midfield role that he's going to be playing in is actually usually occupied by Cristante, who we're told to stay back whilst attacking and defence. So I might play him over Pellegrini for this game and have him and Cristante in midfield to add a bit more defensive. What's the word I'm looking for? Stability into our team. That's what I'm looking for. And yeah, we're going to get into this game. And one thing I did realise is Carlos Perez, I believe, has actually been sold by Roma in real life recently. So I might sell him in January. And we've got one player who I think would be a great replacement for him. So I'll show you that obviously when we get to January and at the end of the episode. We're going to get into this one though. Up against Lazio here. We've obviously got a pretty good team. I haven't made any changes. I put in Fabian Schier for the midfield and not midfield defence. And that's the only change I made to the team. They've still got Immobile. They've still got Milinkovic-Savic. They've still got Massimiliano. So they've got a great team. They're currently 9th in the league. We're 5th in the league. Let's get into this game and hopefully put our way up the table, or build a way up the table, I should say.
Now can they make something happen?
So can you now, Mancini? Love that. I mean, you didn't have to take it out of play, but good defending, I guess. Could have kept that in play and took possession. Okay, how's the pass got in here? Sure, Immobile now. Are they going to score, aren't they? Yep, I knew it. The second that pass got to the edge of the byline, I knew they were going to score. Whenever they play the pass there, you know you're going to concede. Whenever that pass works out for the AI, you're going to concede. And they've done nothing in this game. Genuinely done nothing, so it's a bit annoying that we conceded, but it's what it is. We're going to have to go out the other end and try to score. Like that, because that is not a fair challenge. But Paulo Dybala shoots and it's straight at the keeper, even though I've aimed top left corner. Abraham, Dybala, Tammy Abraham now. Oh, how has he made that challenge then? Oh no. Good save, Lloris. Unfortunately, can't keep it in play. For Modric now, there's an option. There's Cristante, Zalewski, Paulo Dybala, shot taken. But Massimiliano was actually saving anything you put at him right now. Except for this. Told you. I had a feeling. I had a weird feeling about that corner. I mean, we've had like 10 plus shots on target at this point. Like, we deserve a goal. We've had 2 shots on target and 1 goal. It's the way it goes in this game. Now you just have to roll with the punches and take them and fire him back. But Massimiliano hesitates there. Thought his defender had it, but he should have stuck true to his idea. And he would have come out and got the ball and stopped Abraham from scoring. But finally, Tammy Abraham wins a header and puts it in the back of the net. And puts us back level in this game. Modric. Pellegrini. Get my players mixed up here. Asimawa now. Asimawa from range. Asimawa just dipping too late. It's a great attempt there from the Algerian.
Well, just take a look at the stats. They're certainly creating enough chances to be ahead by now. They really need to start taking 1 or 2.
You're going to flip that back to Zalewski. There we go. Of course. Zalewski's managed to win it back. So we're going to play that pass there. Now Zalewski's just standing all the way back for no reason. We can't get the ball forward, but we can now. Dybala. Will somehow find that through to Tammy Abraham. Can he find a finish under pressure? Massimiliano, lad, you've been great all game. And 2 errors from you have led to us scoring goals. The first one, you can get, it's a miscommunication between the goalkeeper and defender. But that one is all down to Massimiliano's error. That passing the ball is incredible, but we should not be scoring this. But we'll take it. Now Dybala. Forward to Patson Daka. Patson Daka now to get himself a goal off the bench once again here. Patson Daka does so. A man who can't stop scoring off the bench. Gets another one for himself here. And the questions over Tammy Rowan's future in this team, whether he's going to leave us for a better team in the future. And Patson Daka could be the replacement for him. But at the same time, do we go with someone more experienced as Patson Daka? He's doing great off the bench, but we need to find out how he will perform in a full 90 minutes. That's what I'm going to find out in the near future. But Patson Daka might have secured the victory for us there, but it's 10 minutes after this game. And we need to obviously defend this lead. Now the ball's ricocheted towards them. Ndika, good challenge. Pellegrini, good powerful run here needed. Get it forward to Patson Daka. Patson Daka to get his second. Daka! It's a great finish. It's an incredible finish from Patson Daka, the former Leicester man who were brought in here. Obviously linked to Roma in real life. I'm not too sure how strong the links are now, but when I made the signing a few days ago, he was heavily linked to Roma. Almost like Kelechi here, Nacho. Obviously he's linked to like Besiktas, Everton and Galatasaray. And Patson Daka has always been a great striker in FIFA, and he's proven it here. It's a 4-1 win over Lazio. It wasn't easy, but in the end, our quality of our team shows in the end, and we win this game. Let's see it. Okay, before we take on AC Milan here, we're currently 4th in the league and we're currently 2nd after a couple of great results. Obviously, the last game we saw was a win against Lazio, we then simmed against Empoli, got a 3-1 win there up against 16 players Atalanta. I didn't expect them to be that far down until we got a 2-1 win, and up against Apol in the Europa League, we got a win there, and now up against AC Milan, we're going to get a hopefully a win here away from home. We're going to sim all these games as well in between, and then get into a big game up against Juventus later in the episode as well. We've got a bunch of games there that we're going to sim, and we're also probably going to end the episode here with a game against Napoli and a game against Inter before heading into January, where we face Inter again and make up maybe a couple of signings here and there, depending on what I feel like we need to do in the January transfer window. But for this game, we are going to actually bring Cristante back into the field. Obviously, Cristante is a great player for us in this team, and I do want to give Modric another shot in the team so we can do. I actually might bring him off the. I don't know. Do I bring him off the bench? I'm not too sure. You know what? We're going to leave him in the team. And then off the bench, I mean, we might be selling Carlos Perez, so I'm not going to take him with us. I kind of want to bring Enrique with us for Bove because he's got stamina. Let's get into this game up against AC Milan, who've got the Keita in centre mid. I believe he can actually play there, but it's not where I'll be playing him. They signed Alphonso Davies at left back, and the reason why I know that that's Alphonso Davies, I saw it on the transfer rumours on deadline day. But that team got Jordan Moreno up front. It's a great. Why they got Benacer at cam and the Keita at centre mid? Like, what's going on there? But we're going to get into this game and hopefully get a win up against Milan here to continue. I believe we're undefeated in the league so far, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully we are, and we're going to continue that run here, hopefully. We can head that back here via Modric to Dybala. Dybala now and drive, and then can get the ball to Aouar, who hits it and denied by Mike Magnon once again. Now can get a better corner here. I believe it's going to be a better corner here. Dybala into Abraham, who wins it and heads it into the back of the net. And there we go. Early on in the game, we're winding up here. Mike Magnon has denied us twice with Aouar. Attempts you probably would have seen, but Abraham this time round heads the ball into the back of the net and puts us winding up here early in this game. Obviously, we know they have a great team, and Mike Magnon could have saved that, to be fair. It's not the greatest goalkeeping from him, but Abraham grabs his, I believe, 4th or 5th goal of the season. That's obviously great to see, and we're winding up here in this game. I might have. Oh, good defending there, though. Paddy Dybala. Can we make it 2-0 early on? Paddy Dybala now. Left foot strike from range. Paddy Dybala. Magnon got a hand to that, but Paddy Dybala. I've literally been looking forward to use this guy in this FIFA for so long, because I know he's going to be a great player. I knew he was going to be great. He's great in every FIFA I've used him, but since he first came into the game, he's always been one of my favourite players to use. And Paddy Dybala is continuing that streak here with some insane performances. Again, Magnon could have done much better there, but we're going to take it. We're 2-0 up already in this game. And Milan have been caught sleeping, I guess, in a way. They kind of started this game off a little bit slower. And we've got the ball back again here. That's Aouar now.
And support available.
Somehow now into Luka Modric. Can he make it 3? Modric makes it 3-0 and got his first Roma goal. And Milan have got it all wrong in this game. They've literally got it all wrong with the tactics. Benacer at Cam. What were they thinking? He should be playing defensive mid. Obviously, they don't have Tonali anymore. He's at Newcastle. So they don't have him to play defensive mid for them. And Milan are struggling against us here. We've just come at them. We've gone for the throat. We've gone for the jugular. And it's paid off. And again, Mike Magnon. Some poor goalkeeping and tomorrow some awful defending as well there. What is going on with Matt Magnon in goal? I see he's at AC Milan. Usually gets signed by another team, but he stayed there this season. Didn't like how long Luis had to clear that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm playing the first such passes there. From that pass back to Lloris. Why are you gritty in reality? You're 3-1 down. But from that pass back to Lloris. I play a first touch pass for Lloris into my centre back, and he takes ages. And Ibanez, I'm literally telling him to clear it there. You saw the power ball go up, and he just takes touches for no reason. I literally tell him to clear it early on, and he just does absolutely nothing. Played that pass, second I lined it up. Kittelar. Defended there by Mancini, and Zalewski's in there as well. Let's see that. Zalewski's been great, honestly. He might not have the end product or really the dribbling skills right now, but he's going to be a great player for us in the future. Tied the ball in now. Tied the ball on his left foot. He ain't going to miss there. He ain't going to miss. And that's 4-1. So we're all going to sim the game after this celebration. I didn't want to sim it at 3-1 because I had a feeling Milan was still going to find a way back in this game. So I wanted to play it out, but it's 4-1 here. We've won this game. And yeah, Milan just got it wrong straight away. They were a little bit more defensive. They should have been more attacking than they were. And we took advantage of that and scored 3 goals back to back. And we're going to sim this game here and hopefully get a victory in the end. And we pick up a 4-1 win. As I say, let's get into our next game. Okay, so since the game up against AC Milan didn't go as long as I expected it to, we're going to play this one up against Monza. We're actually 8th in the league, doing quite well. We're currently top of the table. Surprisingly, we are 1st in the league, which is something I didn't expect, but the team is playing well. I can see Meslier will start and go for this one, just to get in that first team experience he needs. And a player in their midfield for Monza is a player that we could buy for season 2, which is Nicola Ravella, the Juventus talent. Could be in that midfield instead of Enrique alongside Bove, and we can make a change there, which is something that could be interesting because Ravella's a great player in this game, and him and Bove in midfield would be a great midfield pairing in my opinion. Also, we need to still see what Enrique is made of. He could be a great player, but Ravella's more well-rounded. And obviously Italian could be a great player for us, and obviously he's a great talent. But we're going to get into this one now with Meslier in goal, and hopefully get a good win here, I should say. I believe he's also Italian. He was more of an experienced defender in the world of football.
Well, news coming through of a penalty in one of the other matches.
And great defender from Ibanez, the Brazilian. Modric now. Pellegrini will return to midfield, but obviously I just want to get the use of Modric in this team that we can do. And our shot there denied by Cragno, but the tap in is there for Paolo Dybala. Love to see it. The shot from the Algerian saved by the Italian, put in by the Argentinian on the rebound. Obviously not an easy finish there for Dybala, but obviously the one Daka got in the first episode was harder. But it's a great finish there from Dybala. And I think it's actually the same. Maybe is it the same level of difficulty as the Daka one? I'm not too sure. But it's a great finish in the end, and we're 1-0 up here early on in this game.
Moving the ball forward with purpose.
Right, Mancini, great defender there. Mancini, great defender once again. And part of Dybala. He finds Tammy Abraham here. He has done. Tammy Abraham for a goal here. Abraham, a player who started off a little bit rocky here, but that is Thierry Henry-esque there from Tammy Abraham. With an absolutely incredibly skillful and flairful finish there from Tammy Abraham. I just wanted to Trevella it. Literally, I just wanted to Trevella it. He saw me do it before, where you just Trevella it into the bottom corner. But Tammy Abraham thought, you know what, Thierry Henry, watch this. And pulled out the Henry finish there, just a poke and a fake with the other foot. And makes it 2-0 here. I just wanted to get to see what Luka Modric is made of. It's a great bit of footwork there. Asimawa into Tammy Abraham, and Abraham makes it 3. And this team, despite it being the highest rated team we have ever used in a Chromid in the first season, it's just great. Honestly, I'm just using players that just work for me in a way. Tammy Abraham is not a player that I usually use. A tall striker is not usually the way forward for me. But tell me about how this works with Aouar and Dybala on the wing in the centre forward roles. It just allows Abraham to just occupy the centre and get in behind the way I want him to. And since we're 3-0 up here in 25 minutes, we're going to sim this game here. And our next game, I believe, is up against Juventus. So hopefully that will be a harder game. But the result in the end is a 4-0 win with Zalewski robbing us off a goal. We'll have to see that for the Polish talent. And before we get into our next game against Juventus, I forgot to show you the calendar results. So before we get into the game against Monza, as you can see, after the game against Milan, we went unbeaten in the month of October and obviously unbeaten in the month of November so far. But we take on Juventus, who are 5th in the league so far. So they're not the greatest team, but not the worst team. Obviously, straight after this, we've got Napoli. So this is going to be a tough test for us. 2 back-to-back games that are going to be against hard opposition. But Pellegrini returns to midfield for this one. Actually, Napoli are 4th. Juventus are 5th, tied on points. We're top, 7 points clear of AC Milan, which is somewhere I didn't expect us to be. And we actually are one of the best defensive teams, which is so weird for me to say in my Chroma. If you watch my Chroma content all the time, you'll know defensively I tend to somehow struggle despite having great teams because the game just screws me over at times. But Lloris has got a -2. He hasn't played in a couple of games. So Meslier starts again. You know, this is possibly the start of Meslier being a first-team goalkeeper. He obviously didn't have much to do in that game against Monza, but obviously he's made some great assists for us in the past. But up against Juventus here, we had Dusan Vlahovic, Arkadiusz Milik. They've got Timothy Weah now, obviously they've brought him in real life. They've got Thiago in midfield. They've obviously got Paredes, they've got Rabiot, Philippe Kostic, they brought Laporte as well. Bonucci, Bremer and Szczesny. That's a great Juventus team, but can we get the better of them? Let's find out. Should be able to get around them, in my opinion. Juventus apparently have got an injury, it's not going to tell me who, but whoever it is going to probably stay on the pitch, because unless the player is taken off instantly. Meslier with a great save, there's Kostic with a goal. It's when Thiago skips around the player, evidently he left behind. Yeah, well. Arkadiusz Milik, a man who's apparently injured, scores there. And I'm not sure how he even gets the ball in that position. Because the amount of players we had around him, I felt like we should have been able to stop him, but it's FIFA 23 and well defending. So I mean, like, how has he got the shot away there as well? Maybe some Vlahovic. Don't do it to his Vlahovic, was used in the Bayern series. Oh no, Rabiot. How in the world are we 2-0 down to Juventus, man? They're 5th. We're 3-0 up against Milan inside 10 minutes or whatever it was, like 15-20 minutes. But against Juventus, we're 2-0 down. To Arkadiusz Milik and Adrian Rabiot. Make it make sense. Oh well, now Spinazzola, Pellegrini, forward to Dybala. There we go. Get the ball, Dybala. Pellegrini with a good impact there. Obviously, the first game was played from the start in a while now, but Dybala missed it 2-1. We're back in this game again that we shouldn't be out of to begin with, but we somehow are, or somehow were, I should say. Pellegrini gets it to Dybala. He finds the finish against his former team and makes it 2-1. Spinazzola looking for Zalewski at the back post, but he should have got a shot away there, but he just sort of jumps into the ball. He's it forward to Philippe Kostic and Meslier with a great save there to deny the Serbian of a goal. Showing Rabiot. Vlahovic now. Good defending Ibanez. Now we need to get the ball out here. Cristante. That should be into the half. There we go. 2-1 down, but we're in this game. We can win this game. Asumawa. Driving the ball forward here. Asumawa to make it 2-2. Aouar has missed. Ibanez, okay. Ibanez get the ball out. There we go. Surprised the defender actually worked out for me there. Usually when I try to do that, it goes completely wrong. But Dybala plays it out here to Zalewski. Zalewski slows it down, gets it back to Dybala here. We can hit them as we know, but he just is too close to the keeper.
Well, Paulo Dybala brings real dynamism and creativity to the table. Hard man to handle here.
Yeah, he's done okay.
Asumawa to make it 2-2. There we go. This time he doesn't miss. Asumawa makes it 2-2 and missed one earlier. Number 22 makes it 2-2. Great, a little bit of symmetry there. We'll have to see when that happens, but Asumawa's been an incredible player for us. A player that I don't want to replace in this team. Definitely don't want to replace him. If we work on his attacking side of the game, his shooting, he's going to be a great player for us. He already is a great player for us in dribbling and passing. But if we can make his shooting more consistent and he can score more goals for us, then he will be a great player for our midfield. But Aouar makes it 2-2 here and puts this game back on a level playing field with 30 minutes to go.
This has been quite the fight back. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one.
Vlahovic. Away at. But I thought it was putting a flag up for our side there, but apparently we gave away a free kick somewhere. Surely, of course.
And you've got to say they're good value for the lead. Underway again with Juventus in front. Just the challenge that was required.
Aouar now. You have to tell me Abraham to get one back. Abraham makes it 3-3 again. If you want to score a kick-off for Juventus, we will also score kick-off goals. In fact, we consider that goal is so annoying, man. Because, I mean, we wouldn't probably score this one without that, I don't know. But Abraham scores there to make it 3-3. And to be fair, I'd take a draw against Juventus, so it's a hard team to face, but 3 goals in 6 minutes, 2 goals in 6 minutes, sorry. It's kind of mental, but we're back leveled again in this game. Driving the ball, it just drives it too far forward at times, man. It takes too heavy of a touch for no reason. We're meant to make the nice Vlahovic there. Good work there. Wendika. Spinazzola. Forward to Abraham, that should be offside. How is that offside, ref? How is that offside? No, you need to show me the lines. Show me the lines. Of course you're not going to, because it was onside. That was onside.
Just 15 minutes remaining.
We're on Locatelli now. Oh, what is going on? What is... Referee, oh my god, man. Give him a yellow as that as well. Oh, first of all, he said that was offside, and okay. It is contact, but he gets the ball first.
The referee has let the advantage accrue to Juventus.
Of course he has.
A chance to whip it in here. Interception to
Spinazzola. Okay, there we go. Good defending.
Over the touchline for a throw-in.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment
Aouar.
to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
Part of the ball, a little bit of trouble in there. Part of the ball as well. Into Zalewski to score past his fellow countryman. And a former Juventus man with some magic plays it through to the Polish youngster Zalewski, who scores past his fellow countryman in Wojciech Szczesny. To maybe grab us a win here against Juventus. What a moment this could be in this career mode. Oh, but no, we need to see that skill from Dybala again. But that's a great finish from Zalewski. Incredible finish there from the Polishman. But the skill here by Paulo Dybala. Speaking of a thorn in the side of Juventus, the former player here has come back to haunt them. A step over there, takes it inside. Bonucci falls for it. And then Laporte comes over. Just allows Zalewski to get in behind it. None of the players there have the pace to catch up to him. Zalewski, as we know, buries it. And it's 4-3 here to us. And yeah, what an ending to this game it could be. Here's an out. Eduardo, but Ibanez is there to stop the cross. Dybala. Abraham. Juventus going high press there, but it's gone wrong for them here. And Paulo Dybala to make it 5-3 here for us. Juventus, you've got it wrong. And the former Juventus man, the man who they disrespected with the wages, if I remember correctly, that was the story why he left. They gave him a new contract, then just took it away from him in the end. And that's why I was like, you know what, I'm leaving. Stayed in Italy, joined Roma. And as you can see here for us, is putting in absolutely incredible performances. And we're going to pick up a 5-3 win up against Juventus to remain undefeated in the Serie A, to go top of the table by even further. And what a first season this could be. We could win the Scudetto in the first season if we remain playing this football. Because obviously I didn't expect us to be first in this league so far, but I expected season 2 to win the league title. But finishing top of the table in the first season would be absolutely incredible, obviously. 3 minutes added on. We're going to play this out here as well as 1-1 clip. Zalewski now. Let's drive with the ball. Zalewski. Just keeps going here, but Laporte, there we go. I had a feeling Laporte was going to put in that challenge, but I couldn't play any passes or do anything else. Kostic. Oh no. Federico Chiesa. Ibanez though. Incredible challenge there to end the game. Nobody better skilled from Dybala. Makes it. And it's a 5-3 win. And what a game to end the episode. We're going to end the episode here. Because it's been a great episode, and the rest of the games we need to play next episode because we've got big games against Inter and Napoli. And we're right at a time around this one, but what a win to end the episode and what a performance as well. Okay, so as you can see, to end the episode there, we're currently at 7 points clear at the top of the table with AC Milan in second place. Obviously, we scored 12 more goals than them, conceded 2 more than them, but obviously the goals we score are massive for us to be top of the table. And conceding the less amount we have done, obviously great as well. And next episode we take on Napoli, we take on Inter Milan as well. The first time we're going to take on those teams, if I remember correctly. And Napoli actually don't have Osimhen. He left the team in this pyramid in the transfer window. So that's obviously one great thing for us. But to show you how we're doing in the Europa League, we currently are top of the table with the last game up against Apol here. And we are guaranteed to go through in first place, as you can see. So that's obviously a great thing for us. But in January, do we make any changes? Personally, I don't think we do, because this team is playing great. And honestly, Meslier, I think, has earned that first team position. I think he's done it. And that performance against Juventus, he might have conceded 3 goals, but he made some great saves as well. And Lloris goes into the second team here. I did see Lazio Castillo is below for a goalkeeper position, but he's showing Villarreal in this career mode, so I don't think signing him would be obviously kind of realistic. But in terms of other options we do have, obviously Castillo's is there at Villarreal. He's gone up to a plus 85, but David De Gea, they've renewed his contract in this career mode. Obviously in real life, they are currently disputing contract situations with him. So maybe, just maybe, if we want a guaranteed first team goalkeeper who's going to be great, David De Gea is the man. But I think I want to give Meslier the chance, honestly. And Scalvini is a player that I know you guys want me to bring him in. That will be a season 2 signing, because obviously we've got Chris Smalling in the team currently in the second team. That's like Tuta and Gumbula. And Scalvini is a lot lower rated than Chris Smalling. So that'll be a downgrade in the second team. So season at Atalanta for him would be great for him. And Parisi here is a player that I've used in a couple of rebos so far. And I know he's a great left back, or left wing back I should say. And maybe, just maybe, we could swap out Parisi for Spinazzola. Obviously Spinazzola getting on in his age now. He's going to win an 82 for us here. Obviously they both are very quick, and I believe they're not like the strongest. And I believe Parisi is actually slightly better defensively as of right now in this team. But obviously Spinazzola is 29, and maybe, just maybe season 2, Spinazzola could leave and we bring in Parisi just to bring some youth, some freshness into the team. Or maybe we'll keep Spinazzola, who knows. But our defence has been incredible so far. Lazio Vendika, Ibanez and Mancini doing well. Meslier and Lloris are doing decent in goal. Cristante, Pellegrini and Modric in midfield are doing incredible. I do want to see more of Bove, so we are going to see him next episode. And Carlos Perez, did we sell him? In real life, Roma have sold him. And to end the episode, I actually need to show you the player that I was going to bring in to replace him if we do sell him. So I need to do this. And the player I was thinking about bringing in is, I'd like to bring in Zaniolo, but you never can buy him in career mode. Is one of the 2 players, Ryan Cherkry, obviously the young talent at Bologna, could join us here, obviously joining forces with Aouar, once again in the team, 2 former Lyon players. And Felipe Coutinho, 2 players we could bring in, both either sides of their careers. Obviously Coutinho more experienced. Obviously not the fastest player, but would be fun to use. But so would this man in Ryan Cherkry. Send me there down below. Should we bring Cherkry or Coutinho in next episode to replace Carlos Perez, or should we keep Carlos Perez? That's the thing. He obviously has been sold in real life by Roma, but do we say we're going to keep him for this season and sell him next season? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications, don't miss any videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.